Hey guys, you join me here, Snow86. We are back on Ladyhill. So today, quite simply, we're getting out to our fertilizer needs, and that begins here with the barley or wheat. I can't remember which one we planted, but yeah, we're getting out here, just getting the nitrogen on, and we're using our new sprayer, guys. So interesting. It's got the pulse width modulation, so it should give us a fairly even and uniform application of spray, which is what we want. It should hopefully push our production kind of towards the next stage. So we're just going to lift up here a little bit because we've got a headland here to turn into, and yeah, something like that. So this shouldn't take us too long. It's literally this one field that we need to spray with liquid fertilizer, so it shouldn't take us too long, and hopefully going forward we won't be doing a whole pile of it. Now I'm hoping the liquid lime will work with this sprayer. That's kind of the reason I went this way. It'll give us a better application of lime as well, so it'll make our pH levels a whole lot more uniform across the fields. Obviously when we're spreading slurry, that's still going to come across as well. It's still going to be its usual slurry self, which is kind of patchy at best, but at least it's some form of fertilizer on the grass fields. So today is just going to be an episode of catching up on those little things. We're getting pretty close to seeding our soybeans for the coming year. So our two fields are more or less ready. We probably should cultivate them. In fact, it is due, so that is something we're going to do as well. And then soybeans, they kind of require very little care after that. So once we get the cultivating in and done, we should be in a fairly good place then, guys. So we're just going to shut down here for a sec, bring her around. So I just want to edge into this corner as best we can, and we'll try and not spray the lovely people that are going for a walk there behind us, but knowing my luck, we probably will. So yeah, that's where we are, guys. Just catching down. You can see these this cereal crop requires a nice chunk of application to it. So yeah, we're just doing what we can do, really, I suppose, is the gist of it. So we're going to shoot up what I hope is the middle here, engage our spray again, and we should be getting a nice uniform spray now again across the entire field. And you can see with the pulse width modulation, it's only spraying where it needs it. So the very outsides of my booms, because they're overlapping, are now not spraying. So this will be a sound investment on the farm. There is no denying that. So yeah, we'll have to see how we go. But once we get this done, we'll be switching the wheels back over to our standard tires, and from there we will be. What are we doing from there? Spreading liquid gold. So that's the plan then. So we'll get the tanker, we'll get back to the field, and we've all the grass fields then really to be hitting then from there. So we'll just have to get it done, I suppose. There's no real ifs or buts about it. I think this is actually working out quite well for WIS. And look at that, guys. We are through. So we're going to get the booms folded. Is it folding? It's folding now. So yeah, I'm not sure what that was. Yeah, we'll get back to the farm. We also need to fill up with diesel. We're running pretty low. We're getting close to 50 hours put up in this tractor. Jesus, that's a lot of going, guys. We're into year 3, so can't complain with that. And yeah, you can see now across that field we have a nice uniform spread. If I bring up the other fields, you'll see, yeah, needs a lot of work. So that's where we are today, guys. Just spreading manure. We'll get into these grass fields and try and get a good chunk of it done. Money is okay, but again, we don't have any. We actually have zero income now coming until June, July. So that's when we'll sell the soybeans. So yeah, we'll have to kind of hang tough to what we have until that stage. So yeah, it's not fantastic, but there is a bit of milk being produced, so we can start considering selling that at the dairy, or maybe converting it to milk or cheese. It'll just depend on the finances of the operation, but for now, we won't worry too much. We're doing okay. So we get this bad boy parked up. And if the liquid line doesn't work, it's going to put us in a bit of a pickle, because we're going to have to try and pick up a new that was a big slag there. Yeah, we're going to have to try and pick up a new spreader if that is the case. And I just realized where my trigger point is, so it's back here and in this side of the shop. So we want to be in here just like that, and shut her down, and we'll get cracking on the wheels, guys. So I'll be back here in a little bit. We're gonna crack on, get a few jobs done. The tanking there is the main one. We've pulled out, could do with a wash, but hey, everything could do with a wash in this farm at the moment. There's a loader of straw starting to run a little bit thin, as you can see, but we're okay for hay. And we've 200,000 litres up there of grass freshly put into the pit, and we've, I think, 270,000 odd litres of silage still at the back, so we're doing pretty well. If I run over here, you'll see this farm has created zero milk, and if you just run this way quickly, I think the feed wagon and all is down here, it is, and the car and all is down here. Jeez, we've abandoned a lot of stuff in the new area. 560 litres of milk, so it's not a whole pile, but it's definitely a start, and might help us just trickle a little bit of money into the farm, keep us going for maybe a month. With the insurance payments, if we can raise that much, we'll have to just see how we go, guys. So I'm going to get in here to the workshop and get things changed around, and I'll see you back in the field, guys. We'll be tanking some slurry. And we're back, guys. So we've 2 fields left to wrap out here. So the one we're just driving across now, and then this one here in the back. So we're going to start with the one in the back. We'll get that done first. We'll jump external and we'll get our pump going. So spread away. So it's going okay. Actually, sorry, I lied. We've 3 fields with this field on our left as well to knock out, but we'll get that one close to the farm. There's no panic with it. So yeah, we're just we'll tip away, get it done. As I say, we'll probably be back here then shortly after this to do. I just realized for some odd reason my time scale was set low. Yeah, we'll be back after this then to do. We'll be seeding. It'll probably be early April. We'll be seeding. Excuse me. I'm thinking of soybeans. So we'll be planting them fast and hard, get them into the ground. The sooner we get them harvested, the sooner we'll be able to. Sooner we get them planted, the sooner we'll be able to harvest them at the end of the year. So, and the better weather conditions, hopefully, we'll get. That's my theory. So yeah, it's all looking good. Now I'm hoping we'll get another cut of grass here in, might be end of May, start of June, something like that. And if we can manage that, we'll be in a fairly good place, guys. Because I think that one could go straight to the pit as well. Trying to balance it. We'll have to see what the weather is looking like. Obviously, if it's looking kind of wet and the moisture in the ground is high, then it'll probably end up being, I can't even see where I've been. It'll probably end up going as silage. If the moisture is kind of good enough for hay, we'll attempt then to make hay. So the way that would play out then is if towards the end of the summer we can squeeze another cut out. I'm thinking if we cut in May, we should be cutting again early August. And that might give us a chance then to cut early October. So if we can manage that kind of a 4 cycle, probably build up enough silage that we should then be okay again for the short term. Obviously the number of cattle will be increasing, so we might need to go to 4 cuts temporarily until we can increase the amount of ground we're cutting. So yeah, we just have to see. Failing that, once we sell all our soybeans that we currently have in stock, there could be potential there then to pick up a field or 2 of grass. Well, definitely 1 field. I don't think we'll probably squeeze a second field out of it, but getting that 1 field could change the process for us, because it'll just allow us to cut that bit more silage, cut that bit more hay. Obviously it'll just up our thing, so that's potentially a route we're looking at. We don't need too many more arable fields at the short term. Obviously, now if an opportunity presents itself, guys, and we have the disposable income, we'd be probably crazy then not to try and take advantage of that and up our arable business, because that's where the money is. So, well, it's not where the money is, but I think the cattle is where the big money is going to be for us. But the handy size money, where we can do maybe another field of wheat to get us extra straw storage. We could do, obviously then you'd have an extra field of soybeans, which would give us more cash crop sale. So it swings and roundabouts, but we'll have to keep an eye on it as it goes. But for now, we're tipping along nicely. We won't complain, but there might be a little bit of pressure towards the end of the year if we don't get the 4 cuts of grass in. But I think because we've cut so early, I think we will get the 4 cut of grass in. And hopefully we get the cut out of this one in, as I say, May. If we can manage May, I think we'll be in for a cracking. If we can manage late May, early June, I think our grass levels should be pretty good then for the year ahead. Because as I say, our number of animals will increase, and it will increase a nice bit. So yeah, we'll just have to be wary of that. Now, I'm not too pushed about getting all the fields. So yeah, because like we are out of slurry there, and there's a little bit left, but I'm not overly concerned about getting back in there and getting that done. So we'll get back up to the farm, we'll refill, and we have one more field then down here to wipe out. So and then failing that, then we field 166 at the back of the yard, but that's close to home, so we can get in there and get that done. And actually, to be honest, that field probably needs to be reseeded as well. So we'll see what we're looking like at the end of this year with needing to plough up the grass fields to reseed them and stuff. I'd imagine we'll get away with it. Well, the new ones we did this year should be okay for this year and next year. But where it will play out is the fields that we haven't done. So one of them we might expand as well. By expanding it, that will give us a nice opportunity to well, we trees to cut and little bits like that to do. So if we manage to get all that done, that should allow us fairly kind of, oh, that's not going to work out. Yeah, there's trees under that we need to cut, and that will allow us to expand the grass there just a little bit. So just need to get to the corner of this shed, turn in like that. I think I'm on the trigger point. 130,000 litres left in the tank. This will take 20, so we'll just have over 100,000 litres of slurry left. Hopefully this will see us out. If it sees it out, at least it'll be building away again over the summer months. And obviously then we'll have digested, we can drop into at some stage as well. So yeah, we should be okay. We should have enough to see it out. The problem with 4 cuts of grass, it does just mean that extra round of slurry needs to go out, and I don't know will we produce enough to do the four cuts. But failing that, if we were fertilizing more fields, we'll still have the same issue. So hopefully we can get enough slurry to, or enough animals that we can generate enough slurry to keep on top of all the grass work. And I don't know why I'm shooting across here, because this is the field we wanted to be in. So we'll kick the pump on and start going again. And so this little corner was hit, so we can just round it, drop out of here, and somewhere here I think is where we kicked it on. We only had a little bit left in the tank, so we just threw it out there. Yeah, that's it guys, we are progressing nicely. And for some reason it's thrown out quite thick in certain spots. I'm not sure what that's about. But yeah, there's certain patches of fields where it has really banged it out thick. And again, not sure what's caused it. Is it I just don't know. So, because I don't think grass requires that much to grow, but this is banging it out fairly hard. So yeah, and I think it's on the automatic. Maybe it's the type of ground. Is it silty clay? It just takes more manure to get things growing in it. That's a distinct possibility. So we'll shoot down here and away we go. So yeah, we should have enough in this tank to get this field done, but it depends if it keeps throwing it out fast and hard like it's doing, it'll make it that little bit more trickier. But yeah, so far so good. So we don't have too much more going on. As I say, we will be back later in this year. Well, the next time we're back, it will be for seeding and ground prep. Actually, probably ground prep first, realistically, and then seeding. We did put lime out there in the winter, so we can cultivate that in, get the ground ready to go, and then crack on with getting soybeans in. But as I said, that'll be next month. I don't know if there's anything going to crop up in the meantime on our side. Just missed the gate, sweet. But yeah, we'll tip away. If it does crop up, we'll jump on it, as always. But for now, I think we'll call it here, guys. It's been a fairly easy-going episode, as I say. It's mainly just been spreading dung and getting it out in the fields and getting it done. And the more we get it out and done, the better, or hopefully our second cut will be. Because first cut was a little bit. It was definitely hit and miss. 200,000 litres isn't bad, but I think there was potential there to be maybe 100,000 litres more, because we cut every grass field we had, and yeah, I really thought we should have been clearing closer to 300,000 litre mark, but might be just a bad yield, and if it is, it is. That's the way the cookie goes sometimes. So we'll just have to take it with a pinch of salt, guys, and obviously there'll be years where we probably will have these bad yields and we just have to suffer on through them. And as I say, hopefully by the time we get the dairy operation up and going here, which is slowly starting to come, we'll be in a good place. So with that said, guys, I've been Snow86. This has been Ladyhill. A little bit of a slower paced episode, but again, it'll pick up shortly again. The old peaks and troughs of farming, the joys of it. So until then, guys, as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all again. Take care.